Welcome to Interrogation, a game where two contestants have up to 20 questions to unravel a mystery. There are no prizes. It's all just for fun and glory. First contestant, the category is job. Go.
Does this job require a degree?
No.
No. Is it a high-paying job? Okay, let me rephrase the question. Does the job typically pay more than $50,000 a year? Just guess. Yes, I threw the host off.
No, it's just don't say it out loud. Can you see it? Can you even read it? Go and get your glasses. Okay. It can be. I won't charge you a question on that because I can't answer it yes or no.
Okay.
People have definitely gone broke.
Is it a job that typically draws a lot of attention?
That would be relative.
Okay.
That I can't answer that yes or no. That would be a relative question.
Is it a job that involves the use of technology?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Does the job involve public speaking?
Is core? No. Those that do this can end up doing public speaking, but that's not their job.
But it doesn't require a degree.
No.
Does it require hands-on physical skills, like you're building something?
No.
Or fixing something? Does it involve teaching?
At its core, no. But many do teach.
Okay. Does it involve research?
It can, but at its core,
okay.
Some do, some don't. I'm not going to count that as a question because I can't answer yes or no.
Understand. Does it involve medicine?
No.
Okay. Does it involve politics?
Wait a second. It can involve medicine, but not its core.
Okay. Does the job involve politics?
No. Its core, no.
Okay. Does the job involve leadership?
Yes. Well, yes. Can, yes.
Being a goober, she's down at my feet and crawling around down there, and I don't know. Let's see. So I'm trying to think of all these different things where people might be speaking, but that's not really their job, and they might be doing these other things, but that's not really the job.
I mean, you did ask, does it require an education? Can, and many would require it, but you can do without it.
Like I said, and the things I'm thinking of I've got this little ledge underneath my desk, and my dog is like right underneath that on my feet. I'm like, ugh. Is this considered a business job?
Yes. How would you define business?
Let me, does the job involve sales? Let's try that.
Did you read what it was? I'm looking at Becky right now. You think it involves sales? Okay, I'll say yes. Blame it on Becky.
And see, I'm thinking like, is this job the CEO?
What?
Is this job a board member of a company?
No, it can be. It can be. But at its core, no.
Okay, so is this a job that you could see me doing? Ooh, there's a nice curveball for you. So let's see, photographer, preacher, teacher.
You want to run through your resume? Yeah, but I have to answer yes or no. But I don't think so.
No, okay.
I don't think so.
But usually involves an education, but not always. Uses technology.
Oh, that was the question. So I got to charge your question. Got to play it fair.
By the way, can you tell I've never done real good at 20 questions?
That's okay.
Neither do I.
That was Becky.
No, I'm good when I got that other person to bounce off, because then I can take where their ideas are and go, oh, yeah, I can cheat from them, even though it's not cheating then. But let's see. Is the job part of the entertainment industry?
Yes.
Is it part of making movies?
No.
Okay. Does it involve sports?
It can, but it can.
No.
But I don't think I can't really answer that yes or no.
Okay. Does it revolve around music?
No. It can.
Okay. Is it not movies? Is it focused on television?
It can.
It can be.
Not as I would define it. No.
Not as you would define it.
It would not be a person. Their core job is not a producer. Although some might say they're definitely in the production.
Okay.
They're
are they
part
a
of
writer?
The production process, put it that way.
Are they a writer?
No. They can be.
Okay. Don't forget to flip your.
Oh
yeah. Also, I almost feel like I'm shooting like my daughter used to shoot archery. She actually bounced an arrow off the target and it flew across the room and hit somebody in the floor. I'm not even sure where else to go on this.
You're too close to 20 to burn to.
I know. I do that, and I'm going to be down to one question.
I would run through everything you've learned so far.
This is going to be one of those that when I hear it, I'm going to be going, oh, duh. Okay, let me try and narrow it down this way. Is it more focused on video production?
No.
Not visuals. Okay. And I already asked if it was writing, and we said no on that.
No, I said
Partly, but not the main part.
That's okay. It is to do with writing.
Has to do with writing, but
not a writer. Although they have
Not a producer.
not a producer, although they do write, but that's not their core.
I would say it's not the director, is it?
No. I hate to say this, but you are so close.
So I'm trying to think what other roles there would be where they might write, but they're not necessarily the writer. I said, this is my last shot here.
No, you got 2 more.
2. Okay. Well, it's not acting. Is it acting?
No.
Okay.
Or is that, did we just?
I think that's my last one.
Okay, last one. So we'll see how Rick does.
See how he does. Yeah, but I'm guessing he's going to nail this one fairly quickly.
Well, maybe it's. I was surprised that you guys on other ones didn't nail it right away.
Yeah.
We'll see. But getting back to your YouTube channel, could you give a brief, for those who are just viewing this for the first time, a very brief one, and then tell something else that you haven't already told before about it?
Well, of course, my YouTube channel is about my time working at theme parks.
Sir Willow. That's his channel.
Yep, Sir Willow. And I also talk about visiting theme parks and other tourist attractions. So it kind of gives you both sides of the inside and the outside of going to Disney World or Disneyland or Six Flags or things like that. One of the other things is I've traveled. I've visited 32 of the states now, visiting different parks and attractions. I've been to 5 different countries, and we're actually on track this summer to be going to Pennsylvania and Israel and visiting some of the spots there and showing them off. But
now,
I have
the viewers. I actually am a subscriber to Sir Willow's channel, and actually I'm a Patreon supporter of his channel. I'm just curious, are you going to start shifting more to park? He has 2, how can you put it?
I essentially
categories?
have 2 major subjects. I have the working at the parks, which is the confessions, so the behind the scenes. And then I have the
confession of a theme park worker. Yep. And then there's Park Tales, where he goes and actually today visits.
Right.
Are you going to be shifting more towards that?
Actually, what I'm doing is I am working on talking more and more to people who've more recently worked at parks and doing a lot more
right now.
Okay, cat, get out of the way.
Whoops.
Really? Okay, let's try that again. What I'm working on actually right now is taking other people who've worked at parks and doing more talking with them and using that to bring out more stories.
So how are you going to give that another category name?
No, it'll still be Confessions of a Theme Park Worker, because it's other theme park work.
Okay, I can see that.
There's a couple things that are coming up that'll be a lot of fun. One of the ones I'm doing in consultation with a couple people is I'm talking about kind of building the dream theme parks and what they would be like, and not just what you hope to see in it, but also from the employee perspective. Yeah, Baku, but not just what the guests would see, but what's it like for the employees who are working that? What would be the most ideal situation for them, both what the guests see and behind the scenes?
One question I've always wondered is, and probably it's just the expense, but I don't understand why Disney World doesn't just allow their employees to have a free buffet.
It's another way to make money.
Tremendously amount, and that would be a nice perk, wouldn't it?
It's one of those things that, having worked at Silver Dollar City, which had inexpensive food for the employees, Busch Gardens had inexpensive food for the employees. And then Disney, well, they were more expensive than outside, cheaper than in the park, still more expensive than if you bought your food off property. And that's because they can. And even things like Silver Dollar City, we could actually take our families to the employee cafeteria. But that was a big no-no at Disney. So that's one of those kinds of things that, okay, behind the scenes, yeah, cheaper food should be there. Let your families come in, have a family cafeteria for employees. Things like that would be wonderful. So yeah, that's going to be part of that series on the ideal theme park employee perspective.
All right. We have a next contestant is Rick, and just to let people know, this is now round 3.
Yep.
And this is the best out of 9, first to 5. If you'd like to be notified when the next episodes come on up, be sure to subscribe. If you're a YouTuber or an author and would like to appear as a contestant on this show, in the description there's a link to the application form where you can submit, and we'll see if we can get you on. We'll do a commercial break and then we'll bring on Rick. Okay. Welcome back to Interrogation. Rick, would you like to tell us a little bit more about your book? The title?
The title is Bill the Vampire, and it is about a person named Bill Ryder. He's about 25 years old, and he's a computer programmer, and he's been heavily sheltered in his life. He hangs out with people just like him. He kind of does the same thing over and over again. He's living in a rut. The emphasis there is on living because he doesn't stay living for long, hence the title, Bill the Vampire. So needless to say, this kind of drags him out of his comfort zone, but it kind of goes both ways. So he's dragged out of his comfort zone, but the supernatural world isn't really ready for him because he's just kind of a jerk who doesn't take this stuff seriously.
Are you ready? Contestant, the category is job. Go.
Is it a modern?
No.
Does it require physical labor?
No.
Is it a low-paying job?
I can't answer that with the yes or no. Can be. It can also be a highly paying job. So I can't anscer that yes or no.
Okay, and you said yes on physical labor, right?
No, it's not physical.
No physical labor.
No physical labor.
That just shows how my brain goes in that I asked the question and completely forgot the answer.
Okay.
Okay, not physical. Doesn't involve math.
Not really. Not as core.
Do those who do, well, let's just say, do those who do the job typically wear a suit?
Yes. Typically. Today, probably not.
No,
At one time, oh, definitely.
Okay, so I'm going to extrapolate and think it's probably a job that could be done via Zoom or via remotely. All right, not math, not labor.
It can involve math, but it's not as core.
Not as core.
I wouldn't say math.
And George, you can jump in all you want. You're just giving away clues if you do. That's the danger.
Is it typically considered high ranking within a company to hold this position?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Within the company, definitely.
Does the position work with technology?
Yes.
Does the position have a 3-letter acronym?
No.
Like CTO?
I've never heard of one. There probably is. There probably is. I've never heard of one.
Did the position exist before 1980?
Oh yes.
Does the position involve marketing?
Does it involve marketing? It would depend on the company. But is marketing, I would say this, marketing is very definitely a consideration.
Okay. Does it involve a lot of writing?
Oh yes.
Is it a copywriter?
Nope.
There's so many jobs that could involve. Is the job considered a creative one?
Yes.
Is the primary focus?
Disagree, but humorously, some would disagree. But
is the primary focus of the industry entertainment?
Yes.
Screenwriter?
Nope.
That was one of my guesses.
You can make me waste one and guess. Is it an author?
Nope.
had to be done because if it was the answer and I didn't guess that. Okay. Entertaining. They write. Is it a director?
Define what do you mean by director?
Like a movie director.
Nope.
All right, so there's a hint right there. Define as a director. That really doesn't help. Entertainment industry, they write technology.
No, I didn't say they write.
Oh, you didn't?
No, you asked.
Does it involve writing?
Does it involve writing? And that answer is yes.
Are they a producer?
Didn't you already ask that question?
No, I asked that one.
I said director.
He's hitting all the ones I did. That's fun.
Producers aren't always, they're usually paid at the top, so it could be paid across the board.
Oh, you can be a poor producer. I know many poor producers. Those are people that it's called a flop.
It's an important position within a company, but let's be honest, I have an important position within my company. Nobody cares. I'm the only one in my company.
There you go.
Is the position typically associated with Hollywood?
Associated with Hollywood? No.
Entertainment.
2 more questions.
2 to go. You're going to kick yourself on this one.
Is it a game developer?
No. 1.
President of the United States.
Is that your question?
Yes, that's a question. Is it the president of the United States?
No. It's probably someone that it's an occupation.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, you probably.
Okay, Michael, what is the most important person to helping you do your job well?
An editor.
An editor.
I was so man. I
You're
said
so
I said
close. thought for
copywriter.
Sure. Once you said writing, I thought for sure. And you even said copywriter.
Yep, I was like, oh, so close.
So now we have had 2 ties because George also didn't get it. And you're 1 ahead. Holy smokes. Okay. All right. I guess on to what would it be now?
On to the next one.
Round 4? On
Yep.
to round 4.
Yep.
Okay. See you then.